Hello and welcome. So, given that we have matrix A is negative 2, 8, 4, 5, find A's inverse matrix. Well, first thing you got to figure out is figuring out to make sure that the inverse even exists in the first place. How we do that? Find the determinant. You remember finding the determinant of a 2 by 2 square matrix is going from your top left corner, right? Finding the product of your first main diagonal, so negative 2 times 5, which is negative 10, right? And then we subtract the second main diagonal, which is going to be 4 times 8, which is 32. I call this for doing the fishy, right? Go through, it's a sad fishy, so then you subtract the other way. Okay, that's finding your determinant. So we do negative 10 minus 32, which is negative 42. Now, how you know the matrix exists from the determinant is you ask yourself, is that number 0? No, it's not. And because that number is not 0, your matrix most certainly, your inverse matrix most certainly exists, which means that the last choice is not correct. Okay, so as long as you have a determinant that is not 0, the inverse will exist. Okay, now looking at our answer choices, how do we go from here? Well, finding the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix actually isn't that hard. All you do is you go 1 over the determinant, which we now know is negative 42, and we multiply that to kind of a rearranged, finagled 2 by 2 matrix. So what we do is remember that you switch the places of the numbers on your main diagonal. So that would be 5, whoops, and negative 2, switch places. And then you switch the signs of your two numbers on the other diagonal. So that would be negative 4 and negative 8. And those don't switch places, they just switch signs. So switch places, not the signs on the first main diagonal. Switch the signs, not the places of the second diagonal. And then you just multiply that scalar through. So that means that essentially distributes to all four numbers there. So we have negative 5, 40 seconds, and negative 8 over negative 42, and then negative 4 over negative 42, and negative 2 over negative 42 in your 2 by 2 matrix. Now all of these are simplified, so if we simplify that out, we should be able to find it. Okay, so that means we have negative 5 over 42 as our first number. Negative 8 over negative 42, negative over negative is a positive, and then 8 over 42 simplifies to 4 over 21. All right, same thing here. You have a positive 2 over positive 42. That's 1 over 21, 2 over 21. And those would be your four entries, which you'll notice there is only one of those that matches, which would be our third answer choice. Okay, this one got close. There was just a few mistakes here and there with signs. Okay, so just keep an eye on what your signs are as you're going through this. Don't drop any negatives. All right, the biggest thing to remember is kind of the switch the signs on the second diagonal, switch the places first diagonal. All right, that is all there is to it. Thank you so much for watching.